So let us have the another speaker in this technical session. Is a Dr. Anand V.P, Senior Scientist at CSIR-CSIO Madras Complex.
Good evening, everybody. The most difficult part is delivering the last session, so which I am doing. So I will try to keep it short. The model of presentation is initially I will give the brief history of CRTDH with some case studies and how we are going to go in the future. So this CRTDH started in 2018. Currently, we are in verge of completion of phase one. The next phase will be started in the upcoming years, and this is a mid-journey CRTDH. So our main objectives is in the area of renewable energy and electronics. Basically, our objective is to strengthen the MSME clusters in renewable energy and electronics. We are basically into testing of various renewable energy products, and we are into consultancy in development of these products apart from calibration testing and into skill developments. So we are in a beautiful place which is CSIR Madras complex, which consists of different interdisciplinary laboratories, and we also host an ACSIR renewable energy program. So we are into bioenergy, energy storage, instrumentation, electronics, renewable energy materials, a cluster which contains everything of it, and we are also in close proximity to IIT Madras and multiple Sitco industrial estates, which are basically targeted towards micro and small MSMEs. So our main targets are the SITCO, that is State Government Industrial Cluster Complexes, which are majorly into electronics as well as renewable energy. And I'm not going very deep into the details, but Chennai is one of the hub into many of these industrial clusters, which are targeted towards automotive, defense production, electronics, renewable energy, textiles, etc. So, some of the few challenges faced by the MSMEs in that region is technical expertise, capital intensive R&Ds, support for entrepreneurs, accessing prototyping facilities, testing and certification facilities, and then development of a customized solution targeted towards that region or towards the Indian population. So this is the total facility at Chennai. So we are majorly into solar inverter testing, design and development of electronics, optical testing facility, design engineering center, and solar PV testing facilities. So we'll go deep into the facilities in the upcoming slides. So majorly we are concentrating into 30 kilowatt solar inverter testing stations. So as you see, this has three main components. One is the energy side, which is the solar array simulator, which we will be able to simulate all the solar panels and solar based devices. Next is the grid simulator, which acts as a grid. So any grid to be simulated can be done by that. Third is a load, which consists of inductive, capacitive, and resistive load. So when you have load and the input, you will be able to test any of the devices or power electronic based devices which cater into this. So this can majorly be into inverter or a battery management system or electric vehicle charger or a home UPS or a micro inverter. So all of these has a particular input, which may be from a renewable side or from the grid side, or it will be catering on to the output, which will be a grid side or a load side. So all of these are available. So depending on the need, we can change the testing protocol, and as per the recognized international standards, or if international standards are not available, according to the self develop or indigenous standard, we can test these systems. So as I said, we have already done some standard operating protocols according to the existing IECs. Apart from that, we have slightly customized these means requirement according to industrial need. For example, anti-landing need, what IEC says and what the current manufacturing hubs require are entirely different. So we have created our own SOPs to cater the requirement of the industries. So one of the recent case study is with Kripya Technologies Private Limited. They are the R&D partner for Havels. So traditionally there were only 2 to 3 microinverter manufacturers in India, and most of the micro inverters were being imported. So they wanted to develop their own micro inverters. So they came up with their own models. So we had helped them in testing their micro inverters for anti-landing schemes, which consist of all 31 test cases. Apart from that, we also helped them in helping in designing of heat sinks, as well as help them in shrinking their product sizes into small sizes. The second case study is Royal Enterprises Limited. They wanted to make a customized APFC panel to be used for aquaculture farms. So we helped them in designing their capacitor banks for power corrections and other things, and we also help them in reducing the power factor correction times, and also help them in shrinking their product sizes into small sizes. In the upcoming facilities, we are planning for solar PV inverter test facility. So we are in touch with the IEC team who are dealing with IEC 60904 edition 3 standards. So we are trying to bring up a new system according to the recent upgradation of the standards, and this will be able to cater to all the new kinds of solar panels, including HJT, PERC, etc. So this we are trying to go with the best ones, that is A plus plus, A plus plus, A plus plus. In the COVID-19, with means we had a lot of expertise in solar PV and other optical systems. So when the COVID-19 came, when the Ministry of Health wanted us to do testing for their UVGI, that is ultraviolet germicidal infected products, we used the same protocols which we use for solar panel testing to be used for UVGI testing. So the one of the major drawbacks during COVID was many of the companies were manufacturing this UVGI products, and we did not have any particular standard to be used for testing of these products. So we created our own SOPs, and we created our own setups to test these UVGI products. And apart from that, we had also manufactured different kinds of UVGI disinfection products to cater to different industries. And these are the three products designed in our laboratories, and these were technology transferred to Raymond Luminaries Limited. All of these were targeted specifically to bring down the SARS-CoV-2 virus within a time frame of 10 to 15 minutes. So these are some of the testings which we conducted for metro rail and baggage scanners for aircraft, etc., where the UVGI testing reports were being provided. So these are the products which came to laboratory for testings, and many of the big names like Signify, which is the mother of Philips, Bajaj, Borosil, Log9, Swiggy, Godrej, many were tested during this COVID period. So the expertise which CRTDH gained in solar panels were being used during the COVID period to cater to these UVGI products. So apart from that, we had conducted multiple industrial meets, and we had sensitized many industries, and close to 100 industries were sensitized in last 5 to 6 years. And different industrial meets were conducted all over Tamil Nadu, including industrial hubs of Tirupur, Coimbatore, Nilgiris, Chennai, etc. And some of the anticipated outcomes we see is that improved productivity, acceptability, and competitiveness in the MSMEs, demand-driven sustainable growth, trained up manpower, and inclusive innovation consisting of scientists, industries, as well as students, and contribution to the national missions. And our revenue models are basically from testing as well as from the consultancy. Apart from that, we are also targeting startup incubations, technical consultations, royalty, TOTs, and other industry membership programs. So going forward, we would like to become a master leader in solar inverter testing and large area solar simulator testing. Slowly we want to diverge our industry where other people are not categorizing us. For example, EVs are growing very well, so we want to target EV testings and other facilities. Apart from that, we would also want to create standards for the industries which are not available in India. Especially we are in touch with BIS for creating standards for UVGI, EVs, different new types of inverters like micro inverters, etc. So we thank you for your time and patience, and we would like to thank the DSIR team, Sujata ma'am, Vipin sir, and our coordinator Ranjit sir for their support. So we had been some snapshots of CRTDH conference from the previous years, and we would request you to spread a word regarding the CRTDH, and if anybody require any renewable energy kind of testing facility, we will be happy to help them. Thank you all.